Recently had the opportunity to go one-on-one with Squally Canada, who is now a senior. I can't believe that we are at this juncture again. He's here. This is his last hurrah, and he feels like this could be a special run behind his offensive line. One-on-one all access with Squally Canada. Squally, you're a few days away from the first game of your senior year. How would you describe your emotions as you approach game number 1 with Arizona?
Cool, calm, and collective. Just ready to play. Excited to play.
Now, it's a short flight to Tucson, so maybe that's a good sign of things to come?
Yeah, man. Well, over the summer, I was flying to Florida, so I got used to flying because those flights was terrible, too. So our flight is going to be fine for me.
Oh, that's all easy now, right?
It's all downhill.
When you think about what you want to execute and do on Saturday night against Arizona, how would you explain a good, positive game plan from BYU football from the running game?
Well, from the running perspective, it's just making sure as running backs that we have 100% on our tracks to the ball and to the hole, and making sure we're fighting for that extra too. Coach Stewart talked about on contact. He wants us falling forward and fighting for every yard, and that's one of the things we want to do and execute this game. So if we could make sure we're clean on all our tracks and we're fighting for yards after contact, that would be beautiful.
The average size of your starting offensive line is roughly 6'5", 305 pounds. How would you describe the offensive line you are running behind?
I love those guys. I trust them. I know they're going to get the job done. I know they're hungry to play. I know they're hungry to sit on somebody. So I know they're going to push those guys around, and it's going to get real physical up front. I'm excited for those guys, man, and we're going to have a fun time. It's going to be real fun for all of us.
You've played for a handful of running backs coaches and a handful of offensive coordinators. How are Jeff Grimes and, in this instance, A.J. Stewart different, and how have they made you better?
They are very, how do I say, technical. I think technical is a really good word. They're precise in what they want, how they want it done, and they want it done to the exact down, to every blade of grass, every movement. And that has really helped me. Coach Stewart has taught me a lot, from pressing the hills, making sure I'm getting the ball in the correct hand, because I always have a bad habit of just running with the ball in my right hand no matter which way I'm going. Those things, and making sure I'm going same foot, same shoulder. He's just brought me along since I've been in college. You know, I did 2 years of scout team, and my first half of college, I didn't really have a coach. You know, on scout team, they put up some plays, and you just do whatever the play says. But AJ's been Coach Stewart. Coach Stewart's been a really good influence on me, along with Coach Grimes. They're both positive influences, and they brought me up as a person and as a football player.
You clearly are one of the leaders in that running backs room. Lopini Katoa is a redshirt freshman, but a lot of people are excited about what he brings to the table. So kind of compare and contrast your style, what you bring as a running back, to what Lopini Katoa brings.
I think we're similar in styles. I might be a little bit more physical. I'm going to look for some more contact. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Zach.
I just call him,
or whatever you want.
I call him Zach. But Zach, he has really nice footwork. He's really smooth with his cuts, and he'll make you miss. And he has really great hands at the backfield. He can run great routes. He's just an all-around back. He can run, catch, block, and he does it proficient too. It's not like okay, yeah, he's average at running routes at the backfield. No, he's great at all of those things, and I'm excited for him too. He's a little bit nervous, but I told him, I'm telling him, go out there and make plays. Don't think negative, because when I thought negative, my first carry was a fumble. I was telling myself, don't fumble, and I ended up fumbling. So I just tell him to go out there and make plays. So when you get in, you're going to make a play. And don't see yourself as like a backup or whatever. See yourself as a starting guy, because you never know what could happen. So that's all my advice I'd be giving to Zach.
I know you've taken a new approach and that you have tried some new things under the coordination of A.J. Stewart, and you're trying to do things that you've never done before. What are some of those things that you've done over the summer and through fall camp that you hadn't done in your previous 3 years?
Well, one of them is just stepping up as a leader, first of all. Had Jamal here. He took in all of us. Last year was just kind of like nobody really wanted to step in. It was more me, me, me. This year, in the offseason, I took that approach to be, you know what, football, this may be the last year for me. I don't know what the NFL may hold. You know, the NFL is tough. It's hard to get into. So my approach this year was more into be a team player, share all my knowledge with everybody in that room, and that's exactly what I did in the offseason. I shared everything I know, gave them all my best advice I can to my full ability. And outside of that, just being a leader, it's more of just picking up on the little details as far as the other team, like scouting Arizona with this coaching staff, with AJ and Coach Stewart. I keep calling him AJ.
That's okay.
Coach Stewart is he's brought it onto me to be more detailed in my film study, watching for the little things, and that's something Grimes is wanting for all of us too. So that perspective of just as being a player and being more detailed in my film study, that really goes a long way, and that's something that I lacked in the past. And I'm improved on that, and just as well as my pass blocking. Coach Stewart, man, just completely changed my pass pro, and I'm excited to pick up some blitzes and showcase that skill.
How does BYU's running attack up front match up with Arizona's defensive front?
I got a biased opinion because I play running back. So, I'm going to say, we're going to rush for a lot of yards. That's me. I'm biased. And I believe in our running back core, and I believe in the O-line core. So, with me, I think we match up well. That's no disrespect to Arizona or anything. Those guys fight. They're working hard as well, too. So, but just coming from a running back, of course I'm gonna say we're gonna run the ball. You know what I'm saying? we're gonna get a lot of yards.
Now, you just said you gave all of your best advice, best tips, lessons that you've learned to the entire running backs group. So that includes guys like Riley Burt and Bo Hodge and now Matt Hadley. What do you expect from those guys behind you and Lopini or Zach Katoa?
Well, first off, it's just, Bo came from quarterback, Matt came from defense, and I like competition. And it wasn't a fair competition if they don't know what's going on. So I even got in Matt's ear like, I want to make this a competition for everybody. It's going to make all of us better. But just what to expect from those guys, I expect those guys when they get in, I expect them to play hard and go 100%. I'm not expecting them to make the perfect reads or be some great running back. They only been playing running back for, a month. So I'm not expecting them to go out there and just do all these crazy things, but I'm expecting them to do the little things as far as making sure they have the correct track, making sure they're reading the right reads on zone runs and our duo runs. So that's what I'm expecting from those guys, to make sure they're 100% in tracks and their reads.
Squally, we wish you the best of luck against Arizona. And I'm gathering that you're okay if BYU runs for a lot of yards and doesn't have to throw the ball a ton, right?
I mean, the run game's going to open up the pass game, and then once we start passing the ball, they're going to have to drop back, and then we're going to run the ball some more. So it's going to be – I'm excited, man. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, if it goes like that, then things are going well for BYU.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Squally.
Thank you.